Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to make some bread. We're going to start right now. Going to just jump right into it. The angle's a little weird. I'm going to try to record two here. We got a recipe. I'm going to put it up on the screen. If you guys don't know how to make bread, don't worry. It's pretty easy. It's going to be very easy to how to follow. Okay, step one. Boil 3 cups of water. See right here, we got 3 cups of boiled water. And pour it in the bowl. Step 2, add 5 tablespoons of sugar. Right here, you can see, we got 5 tablespoons of sugar. I pre-measured that before. Step 3. 5 tablespoons, actually before the oil, we got 3 teaspoons of salt. And then we got 5 tablespoons of oil. Sorry, I was looking at the thing here. You want to get that all in there. Then you want to mix that up real nice. You can see it's getting mixed up very well. Set your spoon to the side. Keep your containers that you were using to set it in so it's not... Sorry about that. Now we got our hot water, our oil, our sugar, and our salt all mixed together. And here we got 3 cups of cold water. And then we're gonna add our yeast. This is yeast. That's what it looks like. Little balls. And this, I'll put a little picture up right here to show you what it is. You can just get it at the grocery store. I'm using quick rise yeast. If you get regular yeast, you'll wanna activate it first. There's directions on the bottle on how to activate it. But at this point, you just put it in there and mix it up. Try to make sure there's no big clumps. There's a couple in there, but it'll be okay. And then at this point, we're gonna add in some flour. It calls for 6 cups. I got 9 cups sifted in this bowl. We're gonna add it in here, not all of it, we're just gonna add some. It adds 6 cups, you want it to be sticky, you see I didn't add it all. You can see that's still quite wet. I'm gonna add a little more. I've got the whole 9 cups in there. The recipe originally calls for 6, but I find that 6 isn't enough. I always add 9. It's my grandfather's recipe. You can see it's a little thick now, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep stirring it. You could use a mixer if you want. I have a KitchenAid mixer. Well, I got the ThinkAid one, or it's from Stokes. Great store. But it's not big enough for this big of a batch of bread. You can see we got some lumps in here. You just want to stir it and get that all out of there. Make sure it's all mixed real good. I'll add a little bit more flour to this. So I'm just gonna pause the video, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to add 2 more cups of flour. So we got 11 cups of flour in here. I added a little bit more hot water. I think I had 4 cups of hot water and not 3, and I think that's where my problem was. Or maybe it was cold water, I don't know. But this next part, this is the part that your wife's gonna hate. This is where you take the dough. You can see it's very sticky. You're gonna get real messy here, so if you're not a person that likes getting messy, making bread might not be for you. Now you're gonna take some flour and pour it right on your table. You gotta make sure you have lots of room. Just come downstairs, Sophia. Now if you get one of these, a flour sifter, you can reuse this flour that you're pouring on the table, because any dough or anything in it, you can just sift it out. You can see I didn't measure that, I just poured a whole bunch of flour on the table. You want to move everything. Oh, sorry. Stairs. Look, you can see how sticky that is. At this point, it's a good idea to clean your bowl if you want to keep using the same bowl the whole time. You could leave it like it is. It just, if you clean it out and oil it up, when you put the dough back in, it rises up real nice. Okay, at this point, you just take it and you can see I'm folding it over on itself. This is called kneading. Remember that nobody taught me how to make bread. I learned this because one day I called my grandfather and I said, hey, how do you make bread? And he told me over the phone and I did it. So it's really not that hard. If you're thinking, oh, this looks complicated, just follow the recipe. I'm going to put a picture of the recipe. I'll put it on Instagram, and I'll put a link to that post in the description, so you can just go and save the recipe. You make it from there. Nice and easy. You can see it is messy. Look at my hand. All covered in dough. And there's flour everywhere. Hopefully you guys are getting a good angle on both cameras here. This is an all-day process. This takes a few hours. Like, you can see this part. You've seen this whole thing. When I paused the video, I only paused it for 5 minutes. Like, all I did was add a little more flour. My kid's pestering me. Yeah, you just want to mix this up until it's real soft. Give me that bowl back, Sophia.
Can I go see the kitties?
No. Give me the bowl.
You said I was able to.
They're sleeping. See, there's a clump right here.
Once they wake up, I'm going in there, though. And they're going to fall asleep on me.
We got some baby kittens. She wants to see them, but they're sleeping. Shh. Alright, now you can see we got a nice soft dough. It's still pretty sticky, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to get some of this dough off my hand. Sometimes, you know, you could go and put that back in, but I find it makes it clumpy, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna roll it off here to the side. You can see it's just a ball of dough. If you put a lot of flour on your hands, that's how you keep the dough from sticking too bad, flour. And it does wash off with just water. But there we go. You can see We got her in here. Now all we're gonna do is cover this, let this sit for an hour, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna punch it down. So I'm gonna pause the video and we'll be back in an hour. Now you can see it's rised a bunch. What you do this part is easy. You literally just poke it. See that? We poke it down. See, I didn't oil the bowl like I was talking about. But yeah, that's all it is. We come back in an hour and we'll do it again. You can see it's big. We're squishing it down. I was playing COD. I got a little distracted. I let it go a little while. But yeah, you just squish it down again. We're gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna let it rise. We'll put it in pans and let it rise in there. But yeah, we'll do it once more. I'll be back to show you. All right, we're back. Now we're gonna put it in pans. We're also gonna make a pan of rolls. We got our pan greased up. Oil up again, just so it doesn't stick. And it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna show you. You just grab a handful like that, pull it into a loop, pop it in there, let it rise. Now I'm gonna do the rest of them, and I'll be back to show you what they look like after they rise and when we put them in the oven. At this point, you put all your dough in your pans. You let it rise for about an hour. Your rolls, you put them in the pans. You just make little balls. I like to put in pans of 9. You bake at 350. The rolls take about 45 minutes. The bread takes about a half an hour. And that's all it is. Tap if it's hollow, it's done. We're back. Sorry about that. My video skills went a little subpar for a moment. But we're back with the bread. We cooked this at 350. These was for 45 minutes for a pan of 9 rolls. 45 minutes at 350 in my oven. The loaves of bread were 30 minutes at 350. After it comes out, you butter the top. Keeps it nice and moist, you can see. And to check it right away, as soon as it comes out of the oven, tap on it. If it sounds hollow, it's done. And take it out of the pan right away if you can, because that makes it easier. Let it cool completely before you put it in bread bags. 12-pound bags works the best. But yeah, that's just my tutorial on how to make bread. I hope you learned something. If you got any tips or you got any other recipes you want me to see or try, let me know down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.